for any U.S. citizens? Any American citizens?
The race to get out of Cairo as anti-American sentiment starts to grow among some of the pro-government protesters.
Well, it got kind of violent yesterday with the demonstrations, and our apartment, our hostel, is right next to the river. So we decided that it would be a lot safer, and our parents were really worried about us.
We just were warned to stay away from the protests because we could become targets as Americans.
With some 90,000 Americans in Egypt, the U.S. Embassy here coordinated a huge effort to evacuate tourists and residents.
Every passenger gets one of these.
And get them onto special charter flights out of the country.
We're prepared to get out up to 1,500 people today is what our plan is. We're adding planes on an as-needed basis.
Over 2,000 Americans have been evacuated already, and with the demonstrations here suddenly turning more violent, the U.S. Embassy is saying anyone who wants to leave should get out now. Warija Bowman, who teaches at the American University in Cairo, is worried about her 3 young children.
Well, they're just a little bit in shock. Mariamu has been really stressed out, and she said, I don't like the military situation.
Getting to the right place at the airport wasn't easy.
When we got there, it was a big disaster with hundreds of people pushing each other and really a mess. And then my colleague brought his children, and they almost got trampled, so he turned back to El Rahab.
Adding to the anxiety of many Americans here was the news that American journalists and human rights workers were being targeted for arrest, something that came as no surprise to Jerry Leach, who's lived here for 5 years.
Whenever the discussion turns political, then the anti-Americanism will surface.
Having that ability to fly out to safety made some Americans feel guilty about leaving their Egyptian friends who are not able to get on these flights behind.
And can I see your passports, please?
I'm saddened. My heart is just broken with what I've seen. I want to come back. I've left an apartment full of everything, and my books, my life is here.
But life here has become simply too dangerous for many Americans, Katie.
And Terry, there are Americans who are still in Egypt. What about them?
Well, like many others here who are apprehensive about what's going to happen, they're staying at home, stockpiling food, and trying to keep as low a profile as possible. Katie?
All right. Terry McCarthy. Terry, thank you so much.